Have you ever looked at your plate at dinner and thought, is this really balanced? It is easier than you think to create meals that are healthy, delicious, and satisfying every single night. My name's Tiffany, and I help busy millennials who feel overwhelmed in the kitchen stress less with meal prep, get dinner on the table faster with quick, easy meals and wine pairing. Check out my links in the description below. Follow me on social media for daily tips, tricks, recipes, and inspiration. Now, today I am sharing my simple formula for planning a perfectly balanced plate and the tools to make it quick and easy. Now, stick around because I'm also going to be sharing a quick, easy meal plan strategy to help you stress less in your kitchen and get dinner on the table faster right away. Now, before I dive into this secret formula, I'm curious, what's your go-to for veggies on your plate right now? Drop it in the comments. Now, let's dive into this balanced plate formula. Now, the first step to having that balanced plate is making sure that half of that plate is comprised of vegetables. Now, the more colorful the veggies, the more nutrients you're going to get, and also the prettier it's going to be because, let's be honest, we all are taking those pictures of our food to post on social media or to just admire in our camera roll. I know I've been guilty of that for years and I can't be the only one. Now, when it comes to veggies, you want to mix it up for not only different flavors, but also textures. This is also really important for those of you with picky eaters because just like us as adults, kids also get tired of having the same foods all the time. So mix it up with fresh, steamed, roasted, or even grilled vegetables. Also, focus on what's in season. Shop your local farmer's market, go through the produce aisle at your grocery store, and see what's in season. Now, if you're not sure what that might be, check out your local farmer's market website and they will hook you up with what is in season that time. Whether it is growing right in your own backyard or it's coming from another part of our country. Now, fresh is always best, but it's not always an option. So in that case, frozen is going to be your next best choice over canned. Unless, of course, you are doing your own pressure canning. That typically comes from fresh right away, so that's always going to be another option. But fresh is always best. Now, number 2 on that balanced plate is the protein. This should make up a quarter of the plate. Now, protein is essential for our daily energy and muscle health. But again, you want to mix it up for different flavors and textures. So maybe you'll have poultry one night, beef the next night, fish, beans, tofu, so many possibilities. Mix it up to add variety as well as adding those different nutrients into your meal plan. Now, one of the best ways to add this variety and save yourself time and energy is by meal prepping and batch cooking. So not only is this going to add that variety, but it's going to save you so much time at that point and in the future. So check out your grocery store ads, stock up on those meat sales. You can batch cook a whole pound or two of chicken breasts, have some to eat for dinner that night, maybe shred a couple to put in the freezer for a rainy day and you want a nice pot of soup. When it comes to ground meat, you can make a 3-pound batch of taco meat, enjoy some for those first couple days, and then stick the rest in the freezer for a rainy day. Batch cooking is a huge time saver, especially on those long work nights when you get home late and you don't have the energy to cook, or when life just simply happens and you don't know what to make. And the third part of that plate, that last quarter, is going to be of whole grains and starchy vegetables. Think quinoa, brown rice, and sweet potatoes. Now again, mix it up with different sources of these whole grains and the starchy vegetables. not only to add variety to your meal plan, but also have those different flavors and textures on your plate to keep your taste buds nice and happy. Now, when it comes to those whole grains, you can use it plain for a nice blank canvas, plain brown rice with your chicken and veggies on top for stir fry, or you can season for a nice side dish. Think roasted sweet potatoes with a little bit of maple syrup or brown sugar, or you can roast them with our rosemary herb seasoning, a little bit of salt and cracked black pepper. So many possibilities when it comes to seasonings. Now, before we jump into another quick tip to help you implement this balance plate formula, I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping videos like this every week. I would hate for you to miss out on the next tip or trick shared right here inside my tasting room. So now that we have that formula, let's look at 3 quick tips for successful implementation of this balance plate formula. Now, first one, most importantly, is to plan ahead. If you don't have a meal plan set, then you don't know what you're going to cook or how you're going to create that balanced plate. So sit down, same time, same day, every week, and write out that meal plan. For many, this happens on a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon so they can prep for the week ahead and know what is going to be made for dinner every night that week. Now, once you have that meal plan written, create your grocery list. Go through the pantry, see what you already have, and then write down those few things that you still need to get from the grocery store. And I know easier said than done, but stick to that list at the grocery store. Try to avoid the end caps of temptation and just stick to your list. This is also going to help with your grocery budget. Number 2 is to use time-saving tools. Now, some of my favorites when it comes to produce prep are the food chopper, rapid prep mandolin, and our cut and store containers. Now, the food chopper, everyone's favorite for chopping onions because it contains them, so no more tears. But it's also really great for peppers, tomatoes, and nuts, various other fruits and veggies to save time to chop that produce in seconds. The rapid prep mandolin is going to slice, dice, matchstick, fry cut in seconds, saving you so much more time on the cooking process so you have more time to relax at the end of the night with your family or curled up on the couch with a book and a glass of wine. So that way you can start to enjoy life again. And those cut and store containers are great to store the cut up produce. Also really nice for grab and go snacks in the afternoon or smaller meals like a adult lunchable or charcuterie board. They work really well to store that produce and other snacks in the fridge, ready to go when you are. Batch cooking protein and grains in the deluxe multi-cooker is another one of my go-tos to save time. Now, batch cooking protein, as we said before, is such a time saver when it comes to cooking your meals throughout the week because it's already cooked. And if you have some shredded chicken in the freezer ready to go, you can thaw it in that pot of broth for your soup rather than needing to pull it out the night before. Now, this deluxe multi-cooker has 16 settings in it, so it does so much more than cooking the grains and the protein. Think soup, dried beans, you can proof bread, make yogurt, desserts. The possibilities are endless. And with the delayed time setting, you can make sure that that food is done and ready to go when you are ready to eat it. And last, store your leftovers in leak-proof containers. Now, these are, again, perfect for that grab-and-go lunch or snacks when you are heading out the door. One less thing to think about in the morning before work. And number 3 is to change it up with new flavors. Salt and pepper is great for a blank canvas, but sometimes your taste buds want something different. And when you decide to change it up, you might just be surprised. Think Taco Tuesday, for example. Add a nice twist to those tacos by using Southwest seasoning, chili lime rub, or Tex-Mex rub instead of your classic taco seasoning. Italian seasoning can be swapped out with bell pepper rub or a rosemary herb for another fun twist on those flavors. Get creative and don't be afraid to try something new. Now that you have learned about some more tools to simplify your dinner and create that balanced plate method, let's continue this momentum to help you create your meal plan in minutes so you can save even more time in your kitchen. Now, first, you want to implement theme days. Some of my family's favorite theme days are Meatless Monday, Taco Tuesday, Travel Thursday, and Stir Friday. By implementing these theme days, it helps you get out of your recipe rut and discover new flavors and recipes that you might not have tried otherwise. And for those of you with picky eaters, you want to be sure to incorporate family favorites. When picky eaters have a recipe on the meal plan that they already love and enjoy, they are more likely to try those new recipes that you have come up with on your theme days. So give it a try, but add a nice variety of those new and those old favorites. And lastly, repurpose your leftovers and get creative. So one of our favorites is Taco Tuesday. We'll batch cook that taco meat, enjoy tacos that night, then you can repurpose as burritos, even breakfast burritos with some scrambled eggs. Put it on top of tortilla chips for nachos. You can do a fun twist on a taco salad. Get creative and have fun. You just might start to enjoy cooking all over again. And there you have it, a perfectly balanced plate that's easy to make and so satisfying. Plus, you have learned how to save time, get dinner on the table faster, and create that meal plan in minutes. Healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated when you follow this simple formula. Now, if you're ready to plan balanced meals every night and get dinner on the table faster, check out the link in the description below for my favorite tools and resources. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as I'm dropping videos every week, and I would hate for you to miss out on the next tip or trick shared right here inside my tasting room.